What's going on, fellas? Bel Air here. We made a mistake so I just recorded like 40 minutes for a video to be like, oh, Esports World Cup is coming up in a couple of days. This is going to be a video extravaganza. And at the end of it, I realized when I was putting it into Adobe Premiere, why can't I hear anything? I didn't have the correct microphone turned on. So instead of that, let's just watch a single game from the series that we recapped here, which is something that is going to be a rematch here from round one of the EWC in Gen.G versus Team Secret. This was a round one matchup from the London Major. Very tightly contested series, even though it was a 3-1 scoreline, 7-1 total goal differential. Team Secret takes the first one, steals one away, and then we have a couple really close 0-1s, including a minute 45 overtime that was scoreless. So Team Secret definitely kept this one super close, and it was just the margins that ended up being the difference. Despite that close score in the series, and despite it being very close overall, it was not close in the shooting department, as Firstkiller is going to take a little catch here, try and turn that one in, but KV1 was hot on his trail. He had to turn that one over. Was not close in the shooting department. It was, where's my notebook? 38 to 25 in the shooting department, including that shot right there that is going to put Team Secret up early in this game 4. To put that shooting difference into perspective for you, Chronic shoots 0 for 10 over the course of this series, although he does have 4 assists. But his 10 shots is the lowest for Gen.G, and KV1's 10 shots, which equaled Chronic, was the highest for Team Secret. So Gen.G definitely holding a lot of pressure on the offensive end, as Team Secret were looking to make the most of transitions and solo plays going the other way. Now, I am very excited for the EWC tournament starting in 4 days as of recording this. Maybe 3 or 5 days, but I think 4. And it's the first time since this London Major that we're going to have a high-level international RLCS 3v3 competition. We've had some excellent twos tournaments, some excellent Shift Summer League 3v3 stuff, but we've been missing a lot of these big teams, especially the powerhouses of Europe, who are going to be showing up for this one. And I think Gen.G are probably 8th to win the whole thing, although G2 are going to be playing with Beast Mode, without Beast Mode, with NAS instead, which might put them a rung under. So I think Gen.G probably have the 6th or 7th best odds as Firstkiller. Look at this first touch, huh? Brad is just going to pop this one up, accidentally turns it directly over, and apparently Jack, heat-seeking missile, is going to force Brad off the ball, and then is just going to immediately turn his attention towards Mata in goal. Nothing you can do about that one. This one is going to get popped, and I already watched this. We're going to have to change point of view to watch this beautiful double touch from apparently Jack. This is just textbook. Here we are. Gonna get the pop Firstkiller. KV1 doesn't go, neither does Brad, and apparently Jack. Just, you can't do it any better than that. This Gen.G team are really finding their form. All 3 of them have been participating in high-level 1v1 tournaments, especially Fear's Road to 100K. And we know from just looking at public records on rankings right now and like ranked gameplay, apparently Jack is playing a ton of 1s, which is always good for your on-the-pitch captain to know that he's doing his drills. And let's actually get back over to Firstkiller point of view. I almost forgot. Chronic is always a high-level 2v2 practitioner, and Firstkiller is really starting to find his flow with this team. Of course, it was a big transition for them when they were setting this team up. What he does versus what Nolly does are incredibly different from one another, but Firstkiller now has the highest shots per game in North America, and he is turning in quite a few of them, as having apparently Jack be kind of the yin to his yang, being somebody who is just waiting in the waters beside him offensively, is something that has been really impactful for Firstkiller to feel comfortable in his new role. Of course, what we need from him, if he's going to be kind of the lead banana on this team in the shooting department, is consistency and the ability to convert in big moments, which we've seen Firstkiller do before. But we're going to have to see it in this tournament as well, as Mata is just going to turn that ball over. How are we going to treat this EWC tournament? Is this essentially like a major? I almost feel like it is. Of course, it wasn't fair how everybody got here, but I just feel like we kind of have to treat it as such, even though we are going to have more global competition, which will, remove some of the, high caliber. I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I do know for sure is I am excited that we're going to be able to get this tournament, and Firstkiller says thank you very much, good night, to Team Secret is going to turn that one away as well. That's going to be a hat trick for little Firstkiller. 7 shots is unbelievable. But do not be fooled. This Team Secret team is incredibly gifted as well. KV1 has continued to come into his own. Mata didn't have a great series here, but Brad was there offensively, which is nice to see. And this is a team who they talked about it a lot in interviews at the London Major. They're kind of like a family. They all really like each other. They like playing together. So that cohesion could take them far. But what are your expectations for these two teams? We know historically SAM 2 seeds have done very, very well internationally. And furthermore, we know that this Gen.G roster was constructed with one goal in mind, and that was to win high quality international tournaments like this. So while Gen.G are definitely not the favorites, I definitely think they have the talent and have built the cohesion to not be absolute stunners if they win a tournament like this. And Team Secret went out round 5 against a strong BDS in the London Major, so they were right on the cusp of making the playoffs as well. And while the roster is different, we have seen a KV1-led Team Secret team make it to a semifinals at the international stage as well. So high expectations for both of these teams. Again, this is going to be a round 1 matchup in Group B for the Esports World Cup. Guys, thanks so much for checking out the content. Let me know your feelings on these teams and players in the comments below. We are back to our regularly scheduled programming. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us and check out the content. And until next time, guys, take it easy.